Yo! What's going on, y'all? We ready to get right into this video? Let's go.
Smackdown Hot Takes. This is where I ask you guys, you gals, your opinions, your thoughts, your hot takes on the previous episode of Smackdown, Raw, PLEs, Saturday Night Main Event, whatever it is. I'm going to ask your hot take on it. First one comes from Monster Jabroni. He asks, who are those guys? I'm assuming you're talking about the tag match. And those guys, where have you been? That's DIY. They're call-ups from NXT. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. They've been on the roster for a while now. Oh, wait. You're talking about the other guys? Motor City Machine Guns? Oh, okay. I used to watch TNA about 17 years ago, and I know it was 17 years ago because I base everything off of the WrestleMania calendar, and it was WrestleMania 23 is when I was watching TNA, and the Motor City Machine Guns were awesome back then. They're legit. They are a revolutionary tag team. It's kind of like when AJ Styles came to WWE, like 8 years ago? Just revolutionary, awesome, just a crazy professional. Well, so are the Motor City Machine Guns. They are legit. They are actually really, really cool. If I hear, what do you want to talk about? Once more, I'm gonna riot. Cry face emoji. I am a fan of Cody, FYI. I just don't think it's the best catchphrase. Notice how he had to say, I am a fan of Cody, because if you dare criticize even one aspect of Cody Rhodes, well, you're just a Cody hater. So now this guy, he says he's a fan. I believe him. You actually did hear what do you want to talk about, but with a twist, Gunther actually said it. And it was so funny when Gunther said it. He did that thing where, you know, he's talking normal, he comes out looking like $1,000,000, a very professional, and then he gets that little twinkle in his eye that he's about to roast you. Well, Cody, what do you want to talk about? And then he's just so proud of himself to the crowd. Loved that. And just like the Motor City Machine Guns won a title, you can win this title. All you gotta do is comment below. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give the belt away. Free shipping, free everything. For real, I'm gonna do it. You know why? You know why? Because I want to quit my job and do this full time. I literally could have had this video up at maybe 10 a.m. if I didn't have to work at 7 a.m. at my day job. So help me out and quit my job. All you got to do, comment and subscribe, and also hit that notification. And in the process, you can win this belt and help me follow my boyhood dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber. Honestly, it's not my boyhood dream because YouTube wasn't even around in my boyhoodness. But, you know, my manhood dream, this is my manhood dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber. Anyways, sometimes I can't stop the words from coming out of my mouth. Let's just go to the next hot take, please. Jamie K. Solo is 3 for 3 in his last 3 shows and showing more personality and better on the mic. Something clicked and people are noticing. 100% here. Solo Sikoa has low-key just suddenly came out of nowhere. When he came out on Raw, it's like, I got tickets. And he made fun of one of the Motor City Machine Guns. And he said, oh, you gotta make an impact, making a joke about their TNA Impact days. This is the Solo Sikoa that I've been wanting to see. And I wonder if it's just now that Roman's back and Roman's actually giving him some advice backstage. Whatever the case may be, Solo Sikoa, keep it up. I'm definitely more interested in you than I've ever been, which is crazy because you just ate 3 losses and now you're doing everything you should have been doing in the beginning. Please, Solo, keep it up. Candy Barmaid, Cody Rhodes does not have any meaningful storyline besides the Bloodline story. And Gunther versus Cody, there is no story. It's just a stupid, ugly title. Well, some people do actually like the look of the title. I don't, but regardless, yeah, Cody's main storyline is the Bloodline, but to be fair, Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't have any storylines except for the Vince McMahon storyline. However, there was little stories within the overarching story, and so, I don't know, maybe Cody's kind of in a situation like that.
Doesn't sound like him.
Not the same, I agree, and it does seem like he's about to branch off into this Cody, Kevin Owens slash Randy Orton saga. Plus, Gunther did at least make it interesting tonight where there is some heat going into this match. Yeah, the heat isn't Hogan Piper, but at least there's heat now. And we'll see how it plays out after this. Donatello Leonardo, no amount of tournaments is going to make the tag titles interesting unless we get storylines between the teams. I need to know who and why I am rooting. Otherwise, I don't care. 100%. 100%. That's one of AEW's problems. There's just a lot of matches, but unless I actually want someone to win or want someone to lose, who cares? I need to know why I love them or I hate them. We need storylines. However, I will say another important aspect is getting a team over with the crowd. And I will say that tonight, I think did a good job at getting the Motor City Machine Guns over. Because how they pushed them, there was a fine line between cramming them down our throat and getting them over. I think they got over. I'm a Doomvenger. The finale was amazing as usual. OMG, I'm so hyped and happy. Yeah, that ending, the brothers hugging it out, Jay and Jimmy reunited, Roman watching, saying, oh, looks like I'm gonna have to apologize after all. And Candice is so good. I'm really enjoying seeing more of her. Yeah, this Candice LeRae, she's doing good. She's doing good. I'm happy to see her finally. I've seen her many times on the screen, and I never gave her a second thought, but in the last 2 weeks, she has shown me that she's someone to look out for. I'm a Doomvenger. LA Knight was the only down tonight on Simon Miller's ups and downs. If you don't know who Simon Miller is, he's a guy on What Culture, but he also has his own channel. I actually really enjoy him. He's a very positive guy, and he does reviews on SmackDown and Raw, and he'll, give the good bits and up and the bad bits and down. I would have given it a down. He kind of reminded me of when Stone Cold Steve Austin was the referee to Kane and Undertaker when the belt was vacant, and he stunned them both, I believe. They were both knocked out at least, and he pinned 1, 2, 3, and he said, I declare myself as the champion. Reminded me of that. Tis Mickey. Okay, so maybe Jay losing the IC belt wasn't such a bad idea after all. And having Tama Tonga take the pin was a good idea because it makes the real tribal chief, Tonga Loa, still look strong. I love Tiz Mickey's comment here because we're all like, oh, I can't believe Jay lost. And then it's like, oh, well, at least it plays into the bigger story. So, yeah, at least it plays into the bigger story and maybe it wasn't such a bad thing. After all, I'm just happy he won it. And yes, Tonga Loa looking strong as always. The true tribal chief. Metal Mayhem would love to see Randy Orton cost Gunther the match at Crown Jewel. I want to see this rivalry continue. The wild card is Kevin Owens and Randy being on SmackDown. I doubt it, but Randy needs one more title reign as the old Randy. It'll happen. After he turns on Cody and he loses, maybe that's when the shuffle happens, the draft happens, and we get evil Randy on Raw winning the title from maybe CM Punk or something, because no way Gunther's going to have it after WrestleMania. So CM Punk has it after WrestleMania, bad guy Randy goes, and then hear me out, bad guy Randy with the title versus John Cena. BWC Wappy. It was really awesome to see the Bloodline elevating the Machine Guns as tag champions. And note how Jimmy and Jay are officially back.
John Cena
love that. I love that too. It was a moment. I'm happy that they are back. The Usos are one of my favorite tag teams of all time. They're number 2 or number 3. The Dudleys are my favorite. I don't know if they beat Edge and Christian or if they're behind an Edge and Christian. And then after that, though, it's probably number 4, Demolition. Not with Crush, though. Axe and Smash all the way. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah, the Bloodline. They elevated the Machine Guns. I love this because one of the best things about Roman Reigns' whole 4-year Bloodline is that it really did elevate a lot of people. And Solo Sikoa's Bloodline, well, hey, it's starting to elevate people too. Jacob Fatu, our real and truest tribal chief, Tonga Loa, and and now the Motor City Machine Guns. So, you know, way to go, Solo. Way to go. John Womack, congratulations to Machine Gun Chris and Machine Gun Shelly for winning WWE Tag Team titles. You know what? Honestly, now that I think about it, it's an inspiration. Those guys are an inspiration. Here they are in the business, 25 years, never hitting the big time, and they show up after so much blood, sweat, and tears, and here they are, champions. They never gave up, and they're at the top of the mountain right now. That's an inspiration to me. You know, I'm in my 40s. I am trying really hard to break into the YouTube wrestling sphere. And I'm from Michigan, and I'm from Michigan too. Us Michiganders, we don't give up. You know what? I just thought of that. Call me Motor City Ken. Please don't do that. Next comment. Don't. Delete this. Somebody, please do not let this make it to the Keyshawn Martin 2615. The beginning and ending of the show was great, with Triple H giving Randy his match and the Usos helping the Motor City Machine Gun win the belts and get back together. So yeah, the ending, amazing, awesome. We've already talked about it. Let's focus on Triple H and Randy. That was a cool segment. That was a really cool, unique segment. Triple H in the gorilla position. Randy calls him out, and Triple H is trying to protect Randy, which is cool because Triple H has always kind of protected Randy. So it's just, that was like really good callbacks to their history, and it really got Kevin Owens over without Kevin having to be there. Good stuff there. That was a very unique way to get a match made and over. I loved it. Negligence. LA Knight should have been involved in Game 7. The Usos reuniting was epic, and the look on Roman's face said it all. He knows he needs help, but he's just too stubborn. I like what you said about Roman at the end. He knows he needs help, but he's too stubborn. And this goes back to Roman Reigns. While he is now a face, a good guy, he still hasn't changed much. And he's stubborn, egotistical, doesn't want to say I'm sorry. He's too good to say that. I'm the GOAT. Why do I gotta say sorry? And yet, to fully become that face that you are walking down that path now, my friend, my tribal chief, you're going to have to apologize. You're going to have to do things you don't want to do. And it's kind of your fault to begin with, Roman. Sorry, you're still my tribal chief, but you were really mean to Jay. You got to say sorry. DeVille Stewart, I called it. LA Knight screwed him over, so he will defend his U.S. champion against Carmelo and Andrade at Crown Jewel. And you know what? I'm happy for them. I really am happy for them because Carmelo Hayes is going to probably be wrestling in the largest crowd of his entire career, and so good for him. Good for him. I'm really happy that he got this match. I don't care how he got there. I'm glad he's getting it. Candy Marmain, the Bloodline is carrying WWE and not Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I can see, honestly, I can just see where you're coming from. I mean, they're the ones in the main event while Cody is in the middle of the show. Cody is not main eventing PLEs unless Roman is next to him. However, I will say that this Kevin Owens, Randy Orton thing does have a lot of intrigue and interest in it. I do think, though, that until we're done with WrestleMania 41, that the Bloodline are going to be the focal point, whether or not Cody is champion. I will say this, though. Cody doesn't really feel like a secondary guy. Even though we can tell that Roman is still the guy, he's not feeling like a secondary guy like people have in the past. Like, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin might be on the card, but Mankind is the champion. Yeah, Mankind always felt like a secondary guy. Cody doesn't necessarily feel like that. He does still feel like a top guy, but, you know, Roman's just the tribal chief. Bloodline carrying the WWE? Yeah, you definitely have a strong case that they kind of are. Sun Woozy, Street Profits ain't had a tag champion run in years. Why these guys are on their second, maybe third SmackDown, and they're already champions? Never knew these guys. If you ask me, they're just another DIY. Ooh, hot take. You want to know something? That's valid. A lot of people can be saying, oh, the Motor City Machine Guns, they've been around forever. I'm sorry, but if you haven't been around forever in the WWE, well, then you haven't been around. Sorry to say it. We're the viewers. We are the viewers, and you can tell me all day long that that guy wrestled for 326 years, but if I've only seen him wrestle 3 matches, guess what? I've only seen him wrestle 3 matches, and I'm not invested in him. So I get why a WWE fan who is only a WWE fan would not care that the Motor City Machine Guns won. I totally understand, and that's valid. That is 100% valid because we've been trained to only care about the WWE, and the WWE, they want us to only care about the WWE. So when they go against what they trained us to do, well, you can't be mad at us when we're kind of like, wait a second, why are the Street Profits not winning this championship and these new guys are? I don't care if they wrestled for 20 years. To me, they've wrestled for 2 SmackDowns, and I'm a Motor City Machine Gun fan. So I get what you're saying, and it's very valid. Colin Wells, everything was great, but the Nia Tiffany stuff is not that good. And before Triple H makes someone champ, can he make sure the champ can cut consistently good promos and actually have substance? Honestly, I like Nia Jax right now. Is she always hitting it out of the park? No, she's definitely not. I didn't like her celebration with Pretty Deadly and everything like a month or two ago, but honestly, I feel it's good. I feel she's coming across as a bully. She's elevating people. Look at the Nia Jax title picture. Nia Jax, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae out of nowhere. Everybody just kind of rising up with her. So
I think Candice
I'm
LeRae
okay with Nia Jax. Is she the best promo?
It.
No, but
she's just there.
Not a bad promo in my opinion, but if that's not your opinion, that's okay. We're allowed to have a difference of opinions here. Cam Nami, congrats to the Guns winning the titles, but it feels kind of rushed.
I guess that's gonna be it. I ain't know this video was this long. You must be like entering like 100 comments. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't like Beach and Mia Yim at all. Only reason I wanted her to come back because Keith Lee, like you married to Keith Lee, so if you come back, Keith Lee gonna come back. But Keith Lee ain't came back, so I don't know what to say. It's just like